John Tavares' recent injury in practice is making the Toronto Maple Leafs reconsider their plans for the rest of the season. While the team's captain has had an impressive season, the truth is that his absence on the ice could be a heavy blow to the team. And with the situation now more urgent, the big question is, will Brad Treliving, the Leafs GM, act quickly in the market to bring more depth to the center position? It's important to understand that even without Tavares' injury, the Leafs were already looking for reinforcement at center. As Treliving made clear in his recent statements, this is not fantasy hockey. He knows that in the real world of the NHL, decisions need to be much more than just assembling a dream team. But now, with Tavares' injury, will the Leafs GM anticipate this move and make a deal before the trade deadline? The pressure is building for him to act. And you Leafs fan, do you think Treliving should rush to find an experienced center now, or would it be better to wait and evaluate options later? Tavares' injury has certainly accelerated the process, but the team still has limited salary cap space, which could make the search a bit more challenging. How can the Leafs make this work without sacrificing other areas? This is where Treliving's creative work comes in. He knows he needs a center who can fill the gap left by Tavares without compromising the team's financial structure. The question is that, in a season full of ambitions for the Leafs, losing the captain, even if only for a short period, could be a very big risk. The solution might be a smart and strategic move, taking advantage of the market before other teams make their moves. This is a moment when Treliving's skills as a GM will be tested. He has already shown that he knows what to do in challenging situations, and now it's time for him to demonstrate once again why he's paid to handle these tricky issues. What do you think of this situation? How do you believe the Leafs can overcome this absence and continue their push for the playoffs? Leave your thoughts in the comments and let us know if you think Treliving will make the right move. The season is heating up, and with the trade deadline approaching rapidly, rumors about what the Toronto Maple Leafs will do to reinforce their team keep circulating. The latest update comes from Nick Kypreos, a renowned NHL insider, who revealed a potential trade that could transform the Leafs' defense for the playoff run. According to Kypreos, the Toronto team has its eye on Scott Mayfield, a solid and physical defenseman from the New York Islanders. The question is, will the Leafs be able to make this trade happen? With less than 2 months until the trade deadline, teams across the league are moving to adjust their rosters, and the Toronto Maple Leafs are no exception. The team has shown aggressiveness in investing in defensemen, and the name of 32-year-old Mayfield has started circulating as an interesting option to strengthen Toronto's top 4 defense. But there's an important detail. Mayfield has a no-trade clause in his contract with the Islanders, which means he would need to consent to the trade. What do you think? Would Mayfield be willing to waive that clause to be part of a contending team like the Leafs? Or would he prefer to stay with the Islanders, even in a tough season for the New York team? Mayfield is known for his solid defensive play and physical abilities, traits that could be exactly what the Leafs need to strengthen their blue line. He is a top-4 defenseman who can kill penalties, block shots, and even help on offense from time to time. With an average of 20 minutes of ice time per game, Mayfield is the type of player who can add depth and stability to Toronto's lineup. This season, he has already recorded 2 goals and 7 points in 41 games, with a +13 rating and 70 blocked shots. Compared to last season, Mayfield had impressive numbers: 6 goals, 24 points, and 168 blocks, all with 21:02 average ice time per game. He was rewarded with a 7-year, $24.5 million contract last summer, but the contract still has 5 years remaining until the end of the 2029-30 season. However, the $3.5 million cap hit may be easier to manage than it seems, as the salary cap is expected to rise next season. The big question now is, are the Islanders, who are struggling near the bottom of the Eastern Conference standings, ready to make a trade and let Mayfield go? If Lou Lamoriello decides it's time to move the 6 feet 5 inches, 220-pound defenseman, the Leafs need to act quickly to secure this reinforcement. Do you think this is a type of move the Leafs should pursue to increase their chances of success in the playoffs? Or should the Leafs look for other options? Leave your opinion in the comments. Don't miss the updates on this trade, which could be the final touch for a team with big ambitions. The playoff race is just getting started, and with roster moves intensifying, the Toronto Maple Leafs could be about to make a big play. Let's keep an eye on how this trade develops. So, what do you think about this whole situation? Do you think Brad Treliving will manage to make the right move now and bring the piece the Leafs need to strengthen the center position? Or maybe he should wait and evaluate the scenario better. We're following closely, and for sure, Tavares' injury will be a crucial point for the next few weeks. I want to know your thoughts in the comments. What do you think the Leafs should do? And of course, if you enjoyed this video and want to stay on top of everything related to the Toronto Maple Leafs, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. That way, you won't miss any updates on what's coming. Let's go, everyone!